Hello, this is Billy Core from the Nostalgia Mall, and there's no doubt about it, I am just a sucker for old all-in-one computers, such as the Gateway Astro behind this mysterious box here, and those old all-in-one compacts, and the ever-elusive Packard Bell Spectria, which is my dream computer at the moment. If anyone has one, please let me know. I've been after one for years. But anyway, this is another one that's always been kind of interesting to me, and this is a loaner from my good friend and fellow YouTuber LGR. This is none other than the eMachines eOne, complete in its original box. This has been used. He has used this in a video, of course. And I don't know how well this is coming out on camera, but we have an Intel Celeron with 433 megahertz, 64 megs of RAM, and a 15-inch CRT, along with a 6.4 gig hard drive, 24-speed CD-ROM, built-in LAN, that's really nice, modem, 3D AGP graphics, 3D PCI audio, 2 PCMCIA slots, 2 USB ports, and stereo speakers. Now, I'm not sure how much this would have cost back in the day. This completely flew under my radar when it was new, believe it or not. And if I'd known it existed, I would have wanted it. Despite it being eMachines, I've generally not had good luck with eMachines, but this one is probably the most interesting one they ever made. So interesting, in fact, that it actually got sued out of existence by Apple for pretty obvious reasons. Another interesting thing about this is that it actually has AV ports on it, allowing you to connect a VCR or a DVD player to watch TV. Now, that will be interesting to try out. And we also have Windows 98, Works 4.5a, along with AOL and CompuServe. So we'll see if we can go ahead and get this out. I've had this for a couple weeks now. I haven't had a chance to do anything with it yet. Alright. Down here we have the original keyboard. Translucent blue. And this is a PS2 keyboard. I believe the mouse connects right here. It's almost Mac 80p like. And a mouse. Is there a mouse? I don't see one. But we have the eOne User's Guide, complete with a note that was sent to LGR. Enjoy this cardboard box as much as a child or cat would. Pretty standard stuff. Yep, no mouse, but I do have I can always use any kind of mouse, I guess. Alright, let's lift this thing out of here. Now, I do have to be careful. He did tell me the plastic is cracking a little bit, so I have to do this as delicately as possible. Okay, there we go. Is that everything? Yep, that's everything. Okay, on ground level now, but here it is, and it is in great conditions, I have to admit. Take a look at the front. Got our 15-inch CRT, along with a floppy drive, something you wouldn't have seen on an iMac, which is what this was definitely inspired by. Again, this is why it was sued out of existence. Got a CD-ROM drive. Yeah, it's just a CD-ROM drive, no DVD. And we got our Design for 98 sticker and Celeron. We got a little flap down here. that gives us some media controls along with an infrared receiver. I don't know if that's for like PDAs or if this came from remote control at one time. So that's pretty cool. We got microphone, headphone, and a USB port there. Turn to the back. Okay, we've got a game port, that's nice to have, and a parallel port, but no serial port. Maybe that's on the side. And we got power input. Yes, this is definitely the coolest computer eMachines ever had. Okay, push that up, and over here we've got a serial port. So we do have one. Speaker out, USB, PS2 mouse and keyboard, 2 PCMCIA slots. Rare to see that on a desktop. Got network, telephone, and telephone again. That's our 56K modem, in other words. And we've got our aforementioned video input. And it's we've got composite in and composite audio in. Anything else of note before we hook it up? It does have a microphone up here. I don't know if you can even see that. So yeah, this is a gorgeous computer. I may not be the most nostalgic for the early 2000s and late 90s, but one thing I do love about that era was the technology design language of the era. These translucent colors, especially the translucent blue like you see on here, I've just always loved them. So anyway, let's get this hooked up and see how this baby roars. Okay, I think I got everything hooked up except for power. I always like to do this on camera in case it powers itself up. So there we go. Alright, nothing yet. Well, it did blink. Okay, it's making some noises. There we go. Alright, CRT just came to life. Alright, we're looking good. Guess we're going to boot into whatever OS LGR had on here when we last used it. Looks like we've got a bad CMOS battery. That shouldn't be too surprising. The only issue is I don't know how to open this thing up to replace it. Oh boy. Okay, it thinks it's 1998. Time is, what time is it? Don't have my glasses on. Okay, it's about 7 o'clock. 1900. And it is August 5th, 2024. 433 megahertz Celeron. Doubt that's upgradable. Definitely want that. Okay, before we boot in anything, and I just realized the refresh rate is completely off, I apologize. Okay, I lowered it to 30 FPS, but that doesn't seem to have helped a whole lot. But anyway, since we haven't booted into the OS yet, I'm going to do something that LGR gave me his blessing to do. Archive.org has the restore CD for this computer, and I got it right here, very legit looking. So let's put this in the drive. This feels kind of like a laptop style CD drive. And we'll let it get its head together. Actually, first let's check our boot order. Okay, that'll work. So we want to boot from the CD. Apologies for the messy room, by the way. Alright, here we go. This is probably the same as all the other eMachines Restore CDs. I'm assuming this has the original hard drive in it. Yep, that's what it appears to be. This may take a few minutes. Alright, formatting is complete. We'll give it the hard drive a clever label. eOne. And now it's probably going to do all the inflating and deflating, extracting, restracting, lading, bledding, all that stuff. So this will take a while, as it usually does, so we'll check it on the other side. Okay, that actually did not take as long as I was expecting, so that's good. Go ahead and take the disk out as it says. And we'll press the any key to reboot. Again, this is pretty much the same restoration process as other eMachines of the era. Not sure if this is 98 first edition or second edition. I'm assuming second edition. If not, we'll be upgrading it because we all know the rule around here about first edition. It's not allowed here. And no hard drive LED on here. I was looking at the manual. It looks like this is a AC97 sound card, so that's sort of unfortunate. As in, DOS gaming will probably be not happening on here. Okay, we got a Windows 3.1 style mouse lesson. Alright. Nostalgia Mall. Find a product key. Alright, product key has been entered. Put my name in there. Windows 9X sure loves installing that default monitor driver. Okay. As always, we are in the Eastern time zone. Don't have a printer. The Windows 98 drums. Assuming this still has the original 64 megs. And as you can hear, it uses the Musica sound scheme as the other ones do, other eMachines that is. Alright, I can already tell by the MSN icon that this is first edition. So this is going to be immediately upgraded to second edition. First we'll take a look at our specs. 64 megs, so still got the original. Okay, Rage XL AGP. Okay, it actually picks the monitor up as an eOne. Okay, why didn't it pick up the network card, I wonder? Bizarre. Alright, I'm gonna do some upgrading on here and we will be back. Okay, I've got it updated to 98-second edition. And I also got the network card working. We can have a look at that. It's a TGHN Intel, whatever that means. But the problem was just what I expected. It was disabled in the BIOS, probably from the dead CMOS battery. So let's have a little bit of fun with this computer now that we've got it up and running. First, I want to check out something I saw on the hard drive a while ago, the eDemo. This might be a demo of how this computer runs. Let's see if that'll work. Changing the way we think about computing. Congratulations! Powerful processor, yeah. Well, these old Celerons actually weren't the worst. Okay, this is probably as far as it will take us without registering. Boing! That's an odd sound, but... And we also have the manual. I'm assuming it's the same one we saw in person a while ago. Yep, looks like it, just in black and white. We have a copy of Works 4.5. Oh gosh, how horrible. No default printer selected. How are we going to go on without it? So basic word processing obviously works. But I am curious about DOS gaming. Let's take a quick look at what we have for a sound card. We have Crystal Sound Fusion. So let's give it the Skyroads test. Again, this is the one I usually go with because it has both ad-lib and digital audio. Alright, let's see what happens. Well, we got the ad-lib, but no digital audio, it sounds like. And the ad-lib emulation is not exactly correct. Still pretty close. I could live with it. Just wonder where the sound effects are. Maybe if we adjusted some IRQs. Okay, we'll test it with Epic Pinball. This is nothing but digital sound. Nothing. Wonder if we were to run setup, we'd get somewhere. Having to get used to this keyboard, it's an odd layout. There we go. So this works. Apologies for the refresh rate. Oop, didn't mean to tilt it. Okay, it's the next day. I just now turned it back on, and we're going to give it a game test with good old-fashioned Need for Speed 3. You know, I probably should have looked and see what the specs of the video card were first. Okay, loading. One player, do a single race. And we'll take it to 800 by 600. We'll just see how that goes. hopefully well enough. That looks good. Do Rocky Pass for a change.
Three, two, one, go!
Okay, it's running pretty good. And keep in mind we are at 800 by 600 and it doesn't seem to be struggling a bit. Of course, this isn't the most graphically intense game out there from the era. This definitely would have been a game that would have been played on a computer like this. Ugh. Yeah, that's how I drive to work every morning. No worries. So yeah, the performance on this computer, I'm actually pretty impressed with. Keep in mind, the eMachine that I had when I was a kid was a very, very, very low-end E-tower from the year 2000. With only 32 megs of RAM. And at that point, eMachines was bundling tons and tons of bloatware. This computer is actually a bit more powerful than that first eMachine I ever had, and a lot cooler too, I must add. If this had been under my Christmas tree in 1999, I would not have complained one bit. Oh, come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And I don't remember what the key to reverse is. Oh, that did something. Yeah, we're not gonna win this race. Especially since I can't pronounce the word race, apparently. Just because I like these games doesn't mean I'm good at them. Okay, now I want to try the part that I've been looking forward to the most, and you probably have too. The video out, not the video out, but the video in feature of this computer. And I think this is brought to us from ATI, yes it is. I currently have a VCR hooked up to the AV inputs. I don't know where my remote control is to turn the VCR on. Okay, the remote has run off to places unknown, so we will just do it the old-fashioned way and just hit the power button on the VCR. Okay, not seeing anything on the screen. So... Okay, everything's set correctly. I think I might not have it hooked up correctly. Okay, I did have the cables hooked up wrong, so this blue screen means the VCR is working. So, let's test it out with a tape. The Packard Bell Face of Technology tape, the promo video from 1995, which I do have up on this channel in higher quality. I can get it open without breaking it. This tape's a rarity. There we go. Alright, so pop it in. Already got a tape in there, it looks like. Here we go. Okay, we're getting a signal.
far-reaching vision by innovating a new generation of high-quality personal computers.
It's looking pretty good. Can we full screen it?
Packard Bell delivers innovative new features and industry firsts. Each
Yeah.
Packard Bell innovation has one thing in common. It makes perfect sense for the customer. As a result, Packard Bell consistently sets new standards for performance and quality. Packard Bell's main U.S. manufacturing and operations facility in Sacramento, California, is dramatic evidence of the company's growth and commitment to quality. The facility occupies over 2 million square feet of space under roof, on over 450 acres. But this immense complex represents more than success. It is here that Packard Bell's dedication to quality begins. With over 5 miles of conveyor belts that travel through the production area,
Alright, so that works. Now, one thing I do want to see, if we can get to work, is this little Roku right here. Can we play YouTube on here? Would you look at that? Oh, that is so neat. Grab my Roku remote. This is from 2017, so not going to be the fastest Roku around. Okay, I was able to bring up my channels, so let's try one of my videos out. This is my most recent one. Of course, it'll be letterbox, I imagine. Discovery with the all 64 and a 24-speed CD-ROM. What? By the way, I have to admit, this is not. What is this, Turner Classic Movies? I intended to go out today. I was originally going to be testing the Macintosh SE, but instead this happened. Let's see what happens. I think it's frozen. Yeah, that sums this up. I wonder if it's because it's 4K. And this poor little 2017 Roku just can't handle that. Huh. Okay, we'll play something that's in the correct aspect ratio. This comes off of my Plex server. Here's some old TV commercials from Christmas of 1993. Come on. You can do it.
eOne Family Night at Aladdin. It's a whole new world on ice. Explosive savings are here now at Green Ford's year-end roundup. Savings on all 93 cars and trucks like Aerostar vans. Save up to $48.28. Explosive roundup savings on F-150 trucks, only $199 per month. Huge savings on 93 Ranger trucks. Save up to $36.55. Get roundup savings on 93 Escorts. Save up to $35.88. Plus huge year-end roundup savings on Ford Taurus GLs as low as $15,995. Explosive savings are here on hundreds of cars and trucks during our big 93 year-end savings roundup at Green Ford.
Winn-Dixie discounts greeting cards 40% every day. This $3 card cost me $1.80, and that's good because I buy cards for everyone. Happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday, Dad. Happy birthday to the world's greatest boss.
Time to seek professional help.
I just found out that Winn-Dixie discounts all magazines 10% every day. Like this $1.99 people cost me only $1.79, so I can read about anything I want. Politics, Hollywood, people from outer space. Wow, Elvis found gardening and trailer park.
We'll check out the forecast for the week ahead tonight at 11. Please stay tuned for this CBS special presentation. Follow.
Let's see if we can record.
Ooh, I'm really stuck on this song.
We record up to 46 minutes on here.
Make your own reindeer. Or you can head to McDonald's for some way cool miniature Mattel toys, like Polly Pocket or the Attack Bear. 10 and all.
Okay, that's enough. We'll...
Toy Happy Meal you buy.
Looks like a good name. And you hear that hard drive clacking away. Resource conflict with video in. Video editor, which You are attempting to launch, requires resources which are... Okay, we'll do that. We'll just shut down video in. Okay, how did that come out?
Stuck on this song. To start the holiday sooner, you could make your own reindeer.
I can't play it in full screen for some reason. Not the worst quality, though. I mean, if you were wanting to digitize VHS tapes in 1999, 2000, well, here you go. So, video in seems to work just fine on here. One more feature of this computer I want to try out. I read that you can apparently play audio CDs while the computer is turned off. So let's turn it off. Alright, let's see how to do this. Okay, the drive still ejects when it's turned off. That's good. I'm going to put the Incredible Machine data disc in. It does have some audio tracks on there. Of course, we'll get... Hey, it works! Of course, we don't get an on-screen display, though. I'll go to the next track. Huh. Controls are actually not working, it seems, for some reason. It's peculiar. Huh. Maybe I need to look at the manual. Okay, I could not figure out why the buttons were not working. Maybe it's because it's a game CD. I don't know. Be kind of weird, but anyway, I guess that's all there is to show today of the eMachines eOne while I have it. And while I have it, there may be some more videos regarding it in the future. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, this is Billy Core signing off. Thank you for visiting the Nostalgia Mall. Please follow me on social media for channel and project updates. You may also support me on Patreon or as a channel member if you'd like. Until next time, this is Billy Core, signing off.